Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Ambassador Vix, and I am back with another awesome video on this channel. We talk about the positivity about Africa and Africans. Once again, my name is Ambassador Vix. Now, there's this thing that I want us to pay attention to as Ghanaians, irrespective of your ethnic group. Past few days, Mr. Gerald Asamoah, a Ghanaian who has been living, most of his life in Germany, has been playing for the Germany national team. Upon him getting his money and also opening a foundation, taught his wives that, I've lived life, I'm supposed to impact on the life of children. So past few years, he has been helping children with whole in heart. He either flies the children or the child from Ghana to Germany, or maybe also bring doctors from Germany to Ghana to operate the children here. He does all these things based on the cost of the operation. And you and I know the cost of operating the children or children with whole in heart in Ghana. But most of the Ghana content creators also did content about it, trying to appreciate the man for his good works presently and previously. And most Ghanaians were also commending him on that. But for me, when some of these things happen, I try as much as possible to listen to the conversations of people and how people are reacting to some of these things, especially some people, how gullible they are. And as much as positive things are happening, they find a way to say negative stuff about it, and that is what you're going to talk about. I'm just trying to say that based on what this man is doing, people were, finding ways to tribalize it or finding a tribal profile on that, whilst also people were finding ways to insult other people who have for once or in the previous days done something before, and based on how we say things, those people have stopped. But here's the case, they are still lambasting them, of which we are going to get there. Mr. Gerald Asamoah last year had an interview with Zion Felix. I know Zion Felix has been the person that consistently, interviews him. But this year, Zion Felix had his interview in Fanti, of which most of my audience out there, do not or that get the Fanti language. So I'm going to use an interview of which Zion Felix had with him in 2023 in English, so that you're able to know whatever he was trying to say regards to the rationality behind him opening a foundation and also impacting on the life of children in Ghana.
Gerald Asamoah, from Germany, a Ghanaian. I was born in Mampong, and I left Ghana when I was 12 years old, and now I have a foundation, and we are here to help children to give something back, and this what shameful.
Okay. All right. So what actually inspired you to embark on such a beautiful project?
I have a hard foundation, and the reason why I got the foundation was like 98. I was a soccer player, and after a game, I didn't feel well, so I need to go to hospital, and they find a heart disease on my heart. So it's like they say, hey, Gerald, it's over. You can't play soccer anymore. And we know how we Ghanaians are. I was in love with God, but I was not so deep in God. And I went to a bet on God. So God, if I should make it to be on the pitch, I want to give something back. And we are talking about 98. So I came back 3.5 months ago. 3 months later, I came back. And then I said, okay, God, now I've done it, so I want to give something back. So that's the reason why I funded this foundation. And this foundation, let me be honest with you. I funded it, I put money inside. I thought it's just easy. You give money, things work well. But you need people who helps you. You need people who are committed to do what you want. And I have a really big team. And I think it's making me proud being a part of this foundation. It's my name on it, Asamoah. But still, I have people who helps me out. And I love it. And what should I say? I'm going to I'm being emotional, but it's like dreams come true, because I never thought being as a guy from Mampong, a small guy, doing this, and I love it.
So you listening to what he said to Zion Felix, he has pure intention in regards to opening a foundation and helping children with whole in heart. And you and I know the cost of operating a child with whole in heart in Ghana or maybe in Germany. So 2023, he flew a child from Ghana to Germany. 2024, upon him thinking twice, he said that, okay, why don't I fly about 40 doctors from Germany to Ghana and operate them here? Like I said, Ghanaians outside and Ghanaians in Ghana commended him on that. Now, my comment. I find two problems regards to how people were trying to move the conversation from positivity to negativity. One, I saw a comment where someone was trying to give whatever that man is doing to the people of Ashanti or the Asantes. We don't see tribe. We see a Ghanaian helping Ghanaians or helping children. But for you to see that you are seeing this Ashanti man doing this and now people hate Ashantis and all that, it doesn't make sense. Sometimes I try as much as possible to understand people from their own point. But whatever they say doesn't all that make sense. I'm going to read the comment for you to get me what I'm just trying to say. One comment from Ginger. Ginger said, Despite and the so-called rich people should come and see. All they know is buying cars. Now, are Ghanaians or are some people like this trying to tell me that Despite has never helped in any way to the growth and development of Ghana? Have you for once come across Despite or heard Despite organizing blood donations in the country? Of which other men of God were saying that, because Despite has money and Despite is organizing blood donations for these people, obviously Despite is finding smart ways to, get blood for his yearly sacrifice. It makes it look like a black person, a Ghanaian, can be rich or wealthy. And anytime that the rich or wealthy is trying to, impact positively on the life of people, we find ways to justify it that, where we know that you are doing this good stuff, but there's a second thought to it. And so therefore, I believe that because of these comments coming from we Ghanaians, Despite stopped the blood donation. And I know Despite even has built police stations for other people or other places in Ghana. So whoever would tell you that Despite has money and is not impacting positively on the lives of people in Ghana, then I think some of these people, I tend not to understand them. Or maybe these are part of these Gen Z's people of which they were born in from the 2000s and all that. So they were not all that exposed to social media. Now that they are exposed to social media, of which they don't do their research. But I know that if someone like Gerald Asamoah is doing something great in Ghana, we are supposed to focus our comments or conversations on whatever that he is doing. And trust me, going in the comment, I've seen positive comments. About 30% of them were negative. No one can tell me that Despite has never done anything for Ghanaians and for some other communities. He gives scholarships to people. Just that people have ways of helping or giving back to the community. Wadamaya is trying to build multi-purpose sports complex for the people of Bompe, Atakrade. Kuli Sheldon also has a scholarship scheme for tertiary students. I think for one person or two persons. We know people who give back to the community in the form of a yearly basis to orphanages and all that. People have ways or strategic ways of giving back to the community. And I know that majority of the people give back to the community, but they don't publicize it or they don't promote it on the media. But that doesn't even give you the opportunity, the guts to mention someone's name that come and see what your mates are doing. So Ginger, I mean, some of these people, they are there. I don't know when a typical Ghanaian would say something without insulting or bringing other party into the conversation. That is the first problem that I find with some of the people like her commenting on that. Now, another comment that I read, And the person was trying to tribalize the help of Mr. Gerald Asamoah. Now, his comment: are Ghana children also going to benefit from this? Because Gerald Asamoah is from a village in Ashanti region called Mampon. Let me read it again. Are Ghana children also going to benefit from this? Because Gerald Asamoah is from a village in Ashanti region called Mampon. So, because the person is an Ashanti, so therefore, anything of which he's wanting to do, or in a way of giving back to the society, he's supposed to strictly and only help people who come from the Ashanti region of Ghana, or only help people who are Ashantis. You see, some of you Ashantis, you come on social media, you say anything that you like to say, but you play victims that people hate you. You see, I once did a content here where Chada was trying to unify the chief of Bono, or Domahene, and the king of Ashanti, that is Otumfuo Asero. And because in Ghana, according to the 1992 constitution, we don't have a king in Ghana, I said something like Chada was trying to unify two chiefs or two kings. With all what I said in the video, I got someone who came under my comment section to come and tell me that the Domahene is a chief and Osei is the king, of which most of us, we know that he is a king. Domahene is a chief or a king. I don't care about all those things. But the person was trying to clearly tell me that I made a mistake, and so therefore, he's trying to comment about that. But you and I know that the 1992 constitution doesn't know king. They only know chiefs. That is why we have the House of Chiefs instead of House of Kings. So anytime that we say something that is pertaining to the people of Ashanti region, they come, say some sort of negative things. Then when you rebuke, or maybe when you rebuttal their claim, then they feel victims that people hate them. How did Gerald Asamoah be in Ashanti, trying to give back to children from Ghana or in Ghana, transcending, are Ghana people going to benefit from this? Because I know Gerald Asamoah is an Ashanti and comes from a village in Ashanti region called Mampon. Does it make sense to you? For me, I was even prepared to focus this conversation on Gerald Asamoah because of what he has done. But because other people have done similar content, my platform always speaking about unifying all the tribes in Ghana, unifying all the countries in Africa, and talking about unity. That is, I'm emulating the steps of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah preaching about unity. Some of these comments are supposed to address that. There was even one comment that I found very disturbing. Miss May, an Ashanti man is doing this. I hope the people who hate Ashanti sees this. Most big men are Ashantis. See, I'm a Fanti. A Fanti, Ashanti, we are all parts of their country. And there was no way someone like me will hate other tribes. Meanwhile, we are all Ghanaians, we are all black people. But certain comments gives us the conviction that in as much as the media, the church institution, people in the professional world, people who are working in institutions like this are preaching about unity, some other people still don't get it. Yes, we know Gerald Asamoah is an Ashanti. So what again? Why can't we focus our conversations on the person being a Ghanaian, the actions of the person, rather than trying to justify the person good deeds or bad deeds based on tribal basis? And the video was talking about how someone is impacting the life of children in Ghana with the Gerald Asamoah Foundation. How on earth can such a comment come from you? People came under this comment section. They came after her. Then she was playing victim. I'm a part of the people who do understand the essence of unity in Ghana, anywhere that I find myself. I preach about unity. I preach about pure communication. When someone does something to you of which you are not all that pleased with, or you find a problem with it, you communicate clearly with the person on what the person has done. And when the person sees that, oh no, I've erred, I've wronged you, and so therefore let me apologize to you, and the person apologizes, you forgive the person, case closed, you guys go. So in terms of unity, I am an astute advocate for unity. So therefore I call myself an ambassador. I stand for the interest of the people. So it's because of your interest, my interest, that is why I'm doing this video. Let us come together as people, one people. Anytime someone does something, let us overlook the person hailing from a particular tribe and talking about the act of the person. Just as in Rwanda, after their genocide, they found it that no, tribes divide us. So therefore, what are we supposed to do? Let us do away with all those tribes and come together as people. So when you go to Rwanda, they don't see their people as belonging to this Tutsi and this. No. They see the people as Rwandese. Because some of these comments bring the online banter, controversy, and transcends to physical insult and war and conflict. Please, as an Africans, as Ghanaians, let us try as much as possible to have pure conversations where you're going to speak regards to actions of people and their effort that they are doing in the country, rather than trying to profile people on the basis of tribes. And that is what something that when I think about it, I can't think far. I can't think far. Please, you are moving from 2024 to 2025. I know still that there will be still gullible people who will be embracing mediocrity, embracing, division. Whilst people are preaching about positive things, they'll be talking about negative things. I know we all can't be the same, but I'm trying to understand. I'm trying as much as possible to reduce that gap of division, to reduce that gap of, conflict. Let us come together and see ourselves as one. And Gerald Asamoah, thanks so much for you being able to impact in your own way in the lives of Ghanaians, especially the kids who have hole in heart, because operation on kids with hole in heart is very, very expensive. And for you to have started, from the long years, trying as much as possible to impact on the children from long years till now, shows a sign of diligence, showing a sign of integrity, showing a sign of you commitment and giving back to the community. So our ancestors who are in their grave commend you for that. Your mom, who is not living, also commends you for that, because you are doing amazing stuff for the people of Ghana and also the people in the continent. And Ghanaians, anytime that someone does something, regardless of where the person hails from, let us find and talk about the actions of the person, the impact of that thing, and leave out religion, tribe, and even nationality. That is something that we need to talk about. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think also about the comments that are coming from the people, and what you think. How would General Asamoah's effort in Ghana impact on the growth and development of Ghana? My name has always been Ambassador Vix, and I'll continue to speak about positivity and sometimes speak truth to power, because it is something that we need as people. Sokoto, Mayande.